without further ado, repeat all that BS that you just gave me.
I'm still on the same radio. I'm using my Yaesu FT1000 MP Mark V radio. Driving my Kenwood TL922 Alpha with about probably 40, I'd say about 25 to 35 watts rather, and then probably doing maybe 700-800 watts out right at the moment. And we're using another microphone. I mean, I still have my Yaesu MD100, but we added a new Heil PR781 to the microphone library here, which I'm on right now.
Roger, Roger. Well, when you first started, your RF level was down from where we normally are, and it did come up during the middle of your last transmission, and then fell off just a little bit at the end. But I think, does that have a low-cut frequency button on it?
No, not that I see on this one. Not on the Heil. I know. I'll bet you my MD100 does.
Roger. How much difficulty is it to go to the 100?
Oh, do you want to compare or what?
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I don't know, for some people, it's weird. It's like, for some people, they like it, when I talk back a little bit further from the mic, like, right now I'm about 4 or 5 inches away from the microphone. And then, for others, they like, like when I go into my menu settings for the audio settings, some people like, a different kind of a sound where I set certain transmit audio options that I have in my menu.
Roger, Roger. Well, join the club, That's why they make all this equipment, to be able to do different things with it, and so far I think you're sounding good. It's just, I was just thinking I would like to hear the difference between those two mics, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, sure. Stand by. I'll disconnect and I'll put that MD100 on here in 1 minute.
Roger, Roger, Eric. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo Victor. And we are standing by as Eric is feverishly working with the wires and giblets and kiblets to plug in his MD100 microphone for almost an AV comparison in real time, but not quite in real time, kind of in real time. And alas, he is still fumbling there, getting those jacks plugged in and getting everything ready for the MD100.
Okay, so here's the MD100, and I'll talk, I'll talk about 2-3 inches away from it, like I'm doing with the Heil PR781.
Roger. Well, the main difference there is the Heil has got a better top end. It does have a better top end. Roger, Roger.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, I know. See, isn't that interesting how when you use the different microphones, you can tell this stuff. And yet, I mean, this microphone is in its own self, a very good microphone. It just has a different audio sound.
Exactly. And so that's the name of the game, and that's why, well, I don't know, it's up to personal preference, but I always like to start with more and then being able to roll it off if it's too much, but the other way with that MD100, you're going to be increasing your top end, and your EQ is already top end boosted, Roger.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, so, I mean, with the Heil, I wonder, with that microphone, if maybe I don't necessarily want to talk too close up on it.
Do you have a foam windscreen?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Put it on it. Put it on it. And that way you won't have to worry about it. You can work it tight or far away.
Oops, I take that back. I have one for the MD100 that fits that one, but it won't fit on this one. But, you know, I'll tell you what, I just saw, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Gigaparts or DX Engineer, and they have a foam windscreen cover for this PR781 for like $20, and I think I'm going to order that right now today.
Roger, what is the size difference between the two microphones?
Well, I mean, the MD100, it kind of resembles like a Kenwood desk mic size. I forget the model. I forget that model, that most recent model of that one Kenwood desk mic. But the PR781 is, you know, it's pretty much about the same diameter size as a PR40. It's just not as long from front to back.
Is the hole for the MD100 larger than for the other Heil mic?
Yeah. I mean, I just tried to see if it would fit on there, and it's just not. It's not going to happen. This one's not big enough to fit on that PR781. I just tried.
Roger. Well, you could just hold it in front of that PR77 and work tight mic, and you know, it would work just fine that way too.
So, like signal-wise, I'm doing well, like I always do. It's just you're saying there's a little bit more top end on the Heil. Is that right?
That's what it sounds like. Sounds like you know, up in the syllabic range, it might be a little more articulated than the MD100, Roger?
Yeah. I kind of, you know, I was kind of thinking that would be the case, but I mean, the audio quality was still okay, though, right? On the Heil.
Oh yeah, the Heil is great. I would, if they were both sitting there, I'd be on the Heil, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. Well, I'll tell you what. Stand by. I'm gonna hook this MD100 back up to my FT950. By the way, one of these mornings, I'm going to move my boom, my mic boom in this PR781, the Heil mic, and I want to hook it up to that FT950 and see what you think. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, Roger that. You don't run the 950 very much?
What's that?
You don't run the 950 very much?
No, I guess because this is like my main radio, I'm always on this one, but I'm going to start, you know, having like every other night, FT950 night, because that's a nice radio. That's a nice little radio, man. I'd like to play around with it.
Roger, I understand. Go ahead, other station. Conditions may have shifted from last, but your RF signal in is lower, much lower than what it was, Roger.
Okay, all right. I wonder if that's conditions or if that's what are my adjustments here.
Yes, understand. Go to you're still quite low. Well, let's see. Your low end is very absent from that microphone. It sounds very mid-rangey, but go to your ALC. You put your let's get this in order. Put your compressor on, if it's a 1 to 10, put it on a 3. Your compressor on about a 3. Then go to your ALC and set your level for max signal towards the right, almost past the max ALC, but still within the max ALC readings. Roger?
Roger, let me work on this a bit.
Roger. Back to you, Eric.
Okay, the Eric-W4Avt back on the PR781.
Roger, roger, roger. So you're on the Heil now, right?
Roger that. Roger that. I'm back on the Heil PR781. Almost got those numbers mixed up. And I've got the mic gain set where it is, and then I've got my compressor is set up just enough to the point there to hopefully give it a little bit of punch.
Yeah, roger that. Roger that. Conditions have dropped out quite a bit. About 20 dB signal loss. Roger, right now.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I'm just glad we can still talk.
Let me try something here. Hang on just a moment. See what that does. Come back to me, Eric. Let me hear you.
Okay, Whiskey 4 Alpha Victor Tango W4Avt over.
Roger, I was just playing around with the antenna attenuate. I usually run with it on. It's about a 20 dB pad, I think, or 15 or 20 dB pad, Roger.
Yeah, roger that. Roger that. Yeah, I know the band was, it was sounding like, when I first came in here, even then it was sounding like, the band's kind of fluctuating a little bit. But, at least we've been able to talk and carry on nice QSO here, so that's all good. It's all good. One of these mornings, when the band's like wide open, then you'll probably even hear me even better. But you've got enough signal coming in over that way to be able to tell the difference though between the microphones, right?
Oh yeah, roger. Yeah, no problem. And it was at the high side of the QSO level that you were doing that. So yeah, it was good, Roger.
Roger that. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't ever used the mic boom in a broadcast-looking microphone like this. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Roger. Well, you've been using your swing arm, Roger.
What's that?
You've been using a swing arm, haven't you?
I didn't quite get the last part. What are you asking again?
The swing arm microphone holder, swing arm microphone holder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it on here. It's connected at the end of the boom there, and it's I've got it adjusted perfectly, so it's pointing right at me.
Roger, but you can move the swing arm everywhere and still be on mic, Roger, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, that's what I thought, and so you're just adding that Heil microphone to the swing arm. Now the thing is, hopefully the weight of the Heil microphone is not too heavy for the swing arm, Roger.
Oh no, it isn't. Yeah, I got. God, what is the part number? It's a Heil PL2T boom, mic boom. And, it was made for the PR781 or the PR40, so it's perfect.
Roger, yeah, I'm just working on my receiver. I've done some work on the output. I'm taking a line out now instead of a speaker out, and I'm running just a notch filter set up to give me white noise on channel, residual channel noise, so it is a lot more accurate, Roger.
Oh, roger that. Well, that's good. Hey, man, if you're recording this, that would really be cool, because then I would be able to hear my audio, my voice and audio on both these microphones, that would really be sweet.
Roger, roger. After a brief pause for the cause, sally forth.
Yeah, I would love, I don't know if you've been recording, but I think you said you were, but man, that would be cool, because then I could, I could literally hear what this mic versus the MD100 sounds like, and what their main differences are, and that would really be cool.
Roger, roger. I'm glad we did that earlier. You had a lot better signal to noise ratio then than now. Signal has dropped out considerably, maybe 20 dB, Roger.
Whiskey 4, Papa India Golf.
Go ahead, Gulf Station.
I've been sitting here listening to you gentlemen. Both your audios really sound good down in Alabama.
Roger, roger. Who we got down there?
This is Danny, Delta Alpha November Yankee, and I'm located in Talladega, Alabama.
Roger, roger. And what's the call again, phonetically?
Whiskey 4, Papa India, Germany. W4Pig. I'm a retired law enforcement, and the VANITY call. Worked in it 35 years, got called pig so much to put in for it, Roger.
You'll be a pig all your life, at least on amateur radio, Roger.
Roger, roger. Where are you located, sir?
I'm next door to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm just across the river from Louisville in Indiana, Roger.
Okay, good signal. I bought this little 991A a while back, and I've been very impressed with the radio.
Roger that. Now, I just noticed that your signal went down real quick and then came back up. Eric, did you notice that?
Yeah, I sure did. And hey, good morning or good afternoon to you there in Alabama. This is Whiskey 4 Alpha Victor Tango here in Sterling, Virginia. How do you copy, my man?
You're 5-5 right now. I noticed your signal. It's the band going up and down, Roger.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, look, when the band is changing, you could have 1,000 watts going out, and it, probably won't do much of anything, because, if the band's changing, it's changing. So it's no big deal. It's all good. But as far as you can hear, my audio is good to you down there. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, sounds great. With a howl or whatever you're on. I'm running a Electro Voice 320 on my little 991A. Probably a little bit on the basic side. Oh well, I kind of like the basic type audio, Russ.
That sounds good, man. I wouldn't change a thing. It's a very QSO oriented, Roger.
Roger on that. Well, I didn't mean to break the QSO up. I was just sitting in here listening to you gentlemen, and thought I'd let you know your audio's great.
I appreciate you coming in there and letting me know. I appreciate it. I just, it's my first time having a high microphone, so, I have a Yaesu MD100 that does a great job in its own self. Sounds, very, very nice with the radio that I use it on here, which is a 1000 MP Mark V by Yaesu. But, always nice to have a second microphone there that, second really, good microphone, if you can. I mean, not always is it possible, but in this case, I saw a good deal on one, and, it was brand new in the box, not used, and I said, okay, So anyway, it's called a Heil PR781 is the type of microphone it is, and I've been getting good audio reports so far from everyone, so pretty cool.
Roger, well it sounds great. May I ask you something? Are you running any processing?
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate you jumping in there,
Yes is the answer.
Real cool. Yeah. And, jump in anytime, man, if you hear us on here. I like to get on here on 7189 in the mornings to, hopefully talk to my buddy over there, over there in the good old Indiana-Kentucky border. So I love talking out his way and, just talking about radio stuff and whatever else is on the conversation dial for the day.
Yeah.
So anyway, pleasure talking to you, and this is W4Avt.
Yeah, well, before you go, are you running any processing with that mic?
Am I what?
You running your processor with that mic?
Yeah, I am. So if that needs to come down a little bit, let me know.
No. You need to run processing with that microphone for it to sound right. Are you running close to the ALC?
Let me check where my ALC is. Hold on.
Yeah, I can guarantee you he's up against the Mac's right side of the ALC. Not a doubt in my mind. He's a blonde hair off Max on his ALC. Roger, Danny.
Roger. Okay, well, I'm not no expert on radios or anything, don't claim to be, but I've often found that I have to run a little processing with a high microphone for it to drive. Roger.
Roger. Well, you want to run a little processing with any microphone, like maybe a 3 out of 10, a 3 level out of 10 on the compressor, and then adjust your ALC to where it's right up against the max line on the right side of the ALC max.
Roger. What type radio are you running?
This is a Yaesu 990. An older Yaesu 990 with a homebrew condenser microphone, ART preamp, and third octave equalizer.
What is the compressor?
Roger. Well, that old 990 sounds good. I got a 9000D Yaesu, but I sold it. I just don't never use it too much radio, and I got it sold and ordered me a 76
Goes right to the max line on the right side, and then we got the compressor on where we got it set. And what do you think, guys?
I think you got it, man. Of course, the band has taken a real dive. I was copying Danny down there in Georgia, I guess it was, or Alabama. And he's kind of faded out, and you faded out, Eric, about the same time. So it's a real no man's land right at the moment.
Okay, well, gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, I didn't mean to break the QSO. We're running the 991A through a Alpha 91B at about 1,300 watts through a double bazooka. See y'all later. Thanks for letting me get in. This W4Pig 73.
Roger, Danny, and FYI, we are recording this, have been recording this, so we do have a Qso-Vlog page. So in the next couple of days, if you get a chance, go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and that'll take you to the Qso-Vlog page, and right at the top of the page we should have this QSO, and you should see your call sign W4Pig along with Eric's W4, was it ART, Eric?
Alpha Victor Tango.
Okay, it'll be on there in a couple of days, you say?
Roger, yeah.
Okay, 73s, again, y'all have a great day. Be careful, it's hotter than Haiti down here in Alabama. The dadgum humidity's killing me, but I'm sure y'all having it too. W4Pig 73, gentlemen, y'all have a good day.
Roger, and Danny, just keep that microphone just the way it is, man. It sounds real good to me. I like the, a nice full audio sound. Roger.
I have people say, oh, it's too basic. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it like that. And like I said, I sold my 9000D, just too much radio. Got a good price for it. I ordered me a new 7610 icon.
Roger that. Now, if you get a chance, I mean, you could add a little more top end. You know, keep the bottom end just the way it is, and go up. If you got a 3-band, leave 1K where it is, and leave the bottom end where it is. Go up to the top end, and maybe add 3 or 4 kicker on the top end. Roger.
I'll try that. 73, gentlemen, W4Pig. I got a honeydew I got to do. I've been retired 12 years, and I told my wife the other day I was going to get me another job because I got so much for me to do. W4Pig.
Roger, Roger. 3's that away, and have a good day, Danny. Catch you later. KC9VKV.
W4PIG, this is W4Avt. Have a great, great day, man. Stay in the AC. Just whatever you do, stay in the AC, man, because, yeah, and you're right about the hot, man. You're right. Up here in the mid-Atlantic region, over here in Northern Virginia, it's like, you know, the heat is one thing, but then the dang humidity, is just unbelievable. So stay cool there, my friend, and we'll talk to you again real soon. W4Avt, say it 73.
Roger, Roger. Eric, we're going to jump out of here. It's towards our lunch hour, and so we got to get moving on that. Can't be late for lunch, Roger.
Well, I hear that, man. We're running late for lunch, too, so... Hey, thanks for recording. That's going to be cool to hear the difference between the Heil PR781 and the MD100, both of which are incredible microphones in their own way. So, I mean, pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, buddy, I'll catch up with you again there. KC9VKV, I will talk to you again, man, hopefully tomorrow. 73s from Sterling, Virginia. W4Avt is clear.
Roger, Roger, Eric, and today has been one of those ups and downs days on the band, you know, so your signal's been, you know, up 30 and down 30, so, you know, hopefully you can hear what you want to hear when you take a playback. 3's to everybody. We're going to jump out of here. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo Victor. Be clear.
All right, take care now. W4Avt, clear, clear, clear.